Today we're looking at the 10 longest-lasting SUVs you should buy before they are gone. Number 10. Acura MDX. The Acura MDX has built its name on steady dependability, and the current used market shows why people keep holding onto it. Owners regularly cross 250,000 miles without major drama because the core parts age slowly and the repair curve stays flat for most of its life. The V6 setup is known to keep running past 300,000 miles when serviced on time, which pushes the MDX into a bracket where it outlives many rivals by a wide margin. You also see strong parts support, fair labor costs, and simple upkeep that stays around $600 to $900 per year on average. The battery, brakes, and suspension pieces follow predictable cycles, which makes budgeting easier. The transmission in newer years also holds up better than past ones, so buyers looking at 2016 and up usually see fewer complaints. The body and frame age well, rust risk is low in most regions, and electronics rarely fail in a way that sends you to the shop for expensive fixes. This is why the MDX still brings solid resale numbers even in high-mileage listings. Many models with 180,000 miles still list between $13,000 and $16,000, which shows buyers trust the remaining lifespan. From a cost-per-mile standpoint, the MDX is one of the safer bets if you want something that you can keep for 8 to 12 years without fear of sudden breakdowns. It is not the flashiest SUV on the road, but long ownership has proven that it holds up better than expected and stretches the value of every dollar spent on it. Number 9. Lexus NX. The Lexus NX is not the biggest SUV on this list, but its strength is how long it keeps going with almost no major issues. Many owners clear 220,000 to 260,000 miles while still using original major parts, mainly because Lexus focuses on parts that age slowly and give predictable maintenance schedules. Real-world cost of ownership stays on the safe side, usually around $500 to $850 per year, which is low for a premium badge. The engines in the NX are tuned for smooth long life instead of stress, and that choice shows over the years as they stay stable even past the 200,000 mark. The CVT and hybrid models also last longer than many people expect, with several owners passing 180,000 miles without needing any heavy shop work. You will notice used NX models with high mileage still selling in the $17,000 to $22,000 range, which tells you buyers trust what is left in them. Long-term road tests show that the NX keeps its driving feel even as the miles climb, which matters to people who run cars for a decade or more. If you want something that will help you avoid big bills and stay on the road far past the typical lifespan, the Lexus NX remains one of the safest picks you can make right now before clean units start disappearing from the used market. Number 8. Mazda CX-5. The Mazda CX-5 is one of the rare SUVs that mixes strong mileage life with low ownership cost. You often see these models breaking 220,000 to 260,000 miles thanks to engines that stay stable and simple parts that hold up over time. Many owners reach the 200,000 mark with only routine items replaced, which drops the yearly cost to roughly $450 to $800 depending on driving habits. The transmission is known for long service life, and it is common to see it run past 180,000 miles without major trouble. Mazda also uses a tight body structure that reduces early wear on mounts and bushings, which helps the SUV fight age better than most in its price range. You will find clean 150,000-mile CX-5 models going for $10,000 to $14,000, and the reason is simple: they usually have plenty of life left. The cooling system and pumps rarely give early problems, and the electrical setup stays stable long-term. Rust risk stays low in newer years, which helps extend the ownership cycle for people who keep cars 8 to 12 years. Tire and brake wear is predictable, and parts are cheap enough that long-term maintenance does not wipe out your savings. If you want something practical that survives a long highway life without asking for heavy repair bills, the CX-5 is one of the best SUVs to grab now before good used stock thins out. Number 7. Toyota Highlander. The Toyota Highlander has one of the strongest long-life records in its class, with many examples crossing 250,000 to 300,000 miles without major issues. Some well-kept units even push toward the 350,000-mile range, which is a level only a few SUVs reach without heavy repairs. The yearly cost of upkeep stays low, usually between $500 and $900, because Toyota uses durable components and simple designs that hold up with age. Engines in the Highlander are known to run clean for years, with few reports of major failures even as the miles stack up. The transmissions also show long service life, and maintenance is easy enough that most owners avoid expensive shop visits. High-mileage Highlanders often sell at higher prices than rivals because buyers trust the remaining life. It is common to see a 200,000-mile Highlander still selling between $9,000 and $13,000, which shows how strong its reputation is. Suspension parts wear slowly, and replacements stay cheap, making the cost per mile much lower than other midsize SUVs. This is the model people buy when they want something they can keep for over a decade without dealing with stress or big repair surprises. If you want an SUV that outlasts trends and stays reliable long past 200K miles, the Highlander remains a smart pick to buy now before clean units become harder to find. Number 6. Honda Pilot. The Honda Pilot is one of the most trusted high-mileage family SUVs on the road. Owners routinely report hitting 250,000 to 300,000 miles with nothing more than steady maintenance. The engine is a major reason for its long life, as it stays stable even during heavy daily use. Transmission life in newer years has improved, and many units reach 200,000 miles without needing big repairs. Yearly upkeep usually falls between $500 and $850, which is low for a large SUV. The Pilot ages well because Honda keeps the mechanical parts simple, and replacement pieces stay affordable compared to other models in the same class. You will see high-mileage Pilots around $150,000 to $200,000 still selling for $8,000 to $12,000, and they move fast because buyers know they still have years of life left. The body structure resists early wear, and hardware around the engine bay tends to last longer than expected. This is one of the SUVs people buy when they want to run a vehicle for a decade or more without worrying about sudden breakdowns. The Pilot maintains its resale value because real-world owners keep proving it can survive long distances without much trouble. If you want something that will stay dependable even with heavy miles, the Pilot is one of the smartest picks to secure soon. Number 5. Toyota RAV4. The Toyota RAV4 has earned its spot on this list because owners keep proving how far it can go with simple care and steady upkeep. You see these hit 200 to 300,000 miles on a regular basis, and plenty of long-term drivers report crossing 320,000 miles without any major failures. That puts the RAV4 into a rare group of compact SUVs that can stay on the road for well over a decade while keeping repair bills under control. The engine and transmission follow a slow wear cycle that helps the SUV age at a steady pace. They are not stressed units, and that keeps long-term stability high even for people who put in heavy highway use year after year. Most owners spend around $400 to $800 a year on total upkeep, and that includes regular items like fluids, brakes, and filters. Larger repairs are rare before the 200,000-mile mark. Even after that point, most problems stay small and affordable. This low running cost is one of the reasons the RAV4 keeps such strong resale value. You will often see clean high-mileage models, even with 160,000 to 200,000 miles, listed for $12,000 to $16,000. If you want a compact SUV that stretches every dollar, handles daily miles with zero drama, and keeps going well past 250K like it is nothing, the RAV4 remains one of the safest picks you can grab before clean units fade from the market. Number 4. Lexus GX. The Lexus GX is one of the strongest long-life SUVs you can still buy today, and owners keep showing how far these machines can go when taken care of. You regularly see GX models clearing 300,000 miles, and it is not rare to find units pushing past 350,000 or even touching the 400,000-mile range with their original core parts still working fine. This kind of lifespan places the GX in a very small group of SUVs that stay dependable for nearly 2 decades of real use. The main strength is the V8 setup, which runs cool, ages slowly, and does not fall into major repair cycles even as the miles stack up year after year. Upkeep stays steady for something this size. Most owners spend around $700 to $1,100 per year on maintenance, which is surprisingly fair for a premium SUV with this kind of muscle. The transmission holds up well past 230,000 to 260,000 miles before showing any signs of heavy wear, and many reach that point without needing more than basic fluid work. This long life record is why the market pays such strong prices even for high-mileage GX models. You can see clean units with over 200,000 miles still listed for $18,000 to $26,000, and they still sell because buyers trust how much life is left. If you want something built to last far longer than the average SUV on the road today, the GX is one of the strongest picks you should grab before the clean, older stock dries up. Number 3. Toyota Sequoia. The Toyota Sequoia has a long record of staying on the road far longer than most full-size SUVs, and the numbers prove it every single year. It is common to see Sequoias run well past 300,000 miles with only routine care, and there are plenty of owners who cross 350,000 to 400,000 miles without any major system failures. This kind of lifespan comes from the slow-wearing V8 setup and a drivetrain that handles heat, towing loads, and long trips without breaking down early. The engine is known for running steady for decades, and the transmission usually holds strong deep into the 250,000 to 300,000 mile range before showing signs of age. Maintenance costs stay reasonable for a big SUV. Most owners report spending around $600 to $1,000 per year, and most of that goes towards simple service items. Larger repairs stay rare until very high mileage, and even then the issues are usually minor parts rather than anything that forces a full teardown. Used prices reflect its long life. A clean Sequoia with 200,000 miles can still sit in the $14,000 to $22,000 range, and buyers pay it because they know the SUV can go another 100,000 miles with normal care. If you want a big SUV that can soak up miles for decades and keep repair stress low even at extreme mileage, the Sequoia is one of the safest long-life choices you can grab before the good ones vanish. Number 2. Honda CR-V. The Honda CR-V has built its name on long life, steady running costs, and miles that keep climbing long after most rivals start breaking down. Many owners push these well past 250,000 miles with nothing more than routine service, and it is common to see clean, older units past 300,000 miles while still holding smooth daily use. The powertrain wears slowly, runs cool, and handles long highway use better than most compact SUVs in its class, which is a big part of why the CR-V stays on the road for so many years. Annual upkeep stays friendly to the wallet. Most owners spend around $350 to $650 a year on service, and the bigger repairs usually do not show up until very high mileage. Even when they do, the parts tend to be affordable. The transmission is known to last deep into the 220,000 to 260,000 mile zone before any heavy wear shows up, and many drivers pass that mark with only fluid changes. This long life record is why used CR-V prices stay high. A clean unit with 200,000 miles often lists between $10,000 to $15,000, and buyers pay it because they know the SUV still has years of reliable use left. If you want a compact SUV that stretches your money, holds its value, and stays on the road far longer than most of its rivals, the CR-V is one of the smartest picks to get before the strong, older stock disappears. Number 1. Toyota 4Runner. The Toyota 4Runner has one of the strongest long-life records in the SUV world, and the numbers behind it are almost unmatched. Many owners take these past 300,000 miles with normal service, and it is very common to see well-kept units touching 350,000 to 400,000 miles without major failures. Some long-term owners have even pushed their 4Runner close to 450,000 miles while keeping the original engine and transmission. The slow-wearing V6 and the stable drivetrain are the main reasons this SUV keeps going year after year. The powertrain handles heat, steep climbs, towing, and rough roads without falling into early repair cycles, which makes the 4Runner one of the closest things you can get to a near-lifetime vehicle. Maintenance costs stay fair for something this tough. Most owners spend around $500 to $900 a year on basic service, and the bigger repairs rarely show up before the 220,000 to 260,000 mile mark. Even at high mileage, most issues stay simple and low cost. The suspension and steering systems age well, and many owners keep the original parts far longer than expected. Used prices tell the whole story. A clean 4Runner with 200,000 miles can still sit in the $17,000 to $25,000 range, and buyers still line up for it. If you want an SUV that keeps its strength for hundreds of thousands of miles and stays valuable even at extreme mileage, the 4Runner is the best long-life pick you should secure before clean units vanish. And with this, we have reached the end of this video. Make sure to like it and subscribe the channel for future upcoming videos.